Hello, loves. Welcome in if you're new here. Welcome back. If you've been here before, I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I read for myself and my collective, and I start with a prayer. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, higher self, those out there willing and wanting to help us on our journey of healing and loving ourselves. We welcome you in and we thank you for the shield of protection that you put around us. We thank you for the clarity and the connection in the message. And we thank you for collecting all negative energy sent our way for us to use as fuel for our purposes later. And we thank you again. How are you doing, my Sagittarius loves? This is a reading for you. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. Earth School, Life Lessons. I just rewatched a video of mine that got a couple thousand views on it. And I was talking about needing to take this leap of faith, needing to take this dive. You've experienced a lot. You've learned a lot of life lessons. Your soul has had to grow a lot. You've had to learn a lot. And now you're taking the leap of faith into something new, where you took a deep dive into learning something. Look, karmic relationships. You experienced a lot in karmic relationships. Soul growth, again here. Did you see that soul growth there? And the soul growth here, you've had to grow a lot in this, especially due to a lot of karmic relationships. And karmic relationships don't have to be with just romantic partners. Your karmic relationships can be your bosses, they can be your parents, they can be your siblings, your friends, right? You've had to learn a lot in life. What do we need to know about this, Spirit? What do my Sagittariuses need to know? Lost lands, soul memories, gifts and gifts. You've done this before. You've done this before. Okay. That is just saying you've lived life here before. Like you've experienced life before, or you've had these experiences before. This soul growth, right? You've experienced many, many things, and you've experienced them over and over again, which allowed you to gain a deeper perspective on it, on the way you accept, allow, and present, as well as the way others do. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unlined must go. Exactly. You're going to be questioning everything about everyone, including yourself. And anything that's not bringing you the peace, anything that's not bringing you the success, the prosperity that you're searching for, that you're working towards, you're going to be cutting it out because you don't have time. You don't have time for baggage. You don't have time for anybody holding you back. You don't have time to be stopped because you've learned too much. You've gained too much insight to keep allowing the same thing to happen to you. The void. This was in that reading as well. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic womb. There is a period of time, a period of darkness where you have to process what's happening. You have to process. Yeah, look, inner earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. So yeah, there's a period of time that you feel darkness. You feel it's winter. Things are cold. I'm seeing Five of Pentacles energy. You're feeling left out in the cold, financially, spiritually, or otherwise. But this is actually a period of growth. This is a period, you'll survive this. You're going to figure out the new solutions and you're going to have new beginnings from here. Like when a baby's born, that baby is in a period of darkness during that birth period, during that growth period. But their whole life is being developed then. And then when that baby is born, it's a new life. It's a new beginning. It's a new start. I'm here, new deck. Let's go to this panther. Thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel. Thank you for rocking with me, sharing with me. I appreciate us growing this community together. What do we need to know about Earth School, Spirit? Please show us clearly about these life lessons and soul growth. Look at this. Live and learn. experience, training, development, right? Earth school, living and learning, school of hard knocks. That's what they call it. That's what I call it. The school of hard knocks. You learned a lot. Fury in the reverse. Fury in the reverse. Fury talks about madness, unpleasantness, somebody being on the offense. And then we have family here. You've had to learn to heal from this angry energy, this fury energy surrounding family life, or your background, your bonds, the people you're connected with. Definitely something surrounding your family, like, yeah, the people you grew up with, the people you surrounded yourself with, the people you created connections and bonds with. What do we need to know about this lost lands energy, soul memories and gifts? You've done this before. Obviously, it means you have an advantage of some sort. Self-love and promise. Yeah, you've done this before. And like I said, you are learning to protect yourself from the energies that are going to hold you back. Your self-love, you've made a promise to love yourself. You've made a promise to protect yourself. You're now concerned, you're in your self-healing. You're focusing on your independence. You're focusing on making sure that you're taking care of your concerns. You made a promise to yourself. You've done this before. You've experienced these hardships before. You've experienced situations with people that were not serving you before. So yeah, you've had to drop some anger. You've had to drop you've had to experience some unpleasantness and learn how to release that. We have introvert here. You're definitely learning to be solo. Take care of yourself. That's why we have this void here, because you're in the darkness. You're isolating yourself, protecting yourself, learning and growing in this darkness. You're diving in. Dang, confinement and withdrawal. Withdrawal makes me think of withdrawn with all of this confinement, trapped energy. Have you done too much? Have you done too much confinement? Is it time for you to come out of the void? I know you promised to love yourself and take care of yourself, but yourself also needs interaction with other people. So with all this trapped energy, withdrawing energy, rejection energy, it looks like you're doing too much solo confinement. One more card, Spirit, please. Just one. What is this confinement, Spirit? It says captivity. It says unfreedom. It says tolerance. What is it? Homeless and nightmare. Dang, this void is feeling like a trap for you. It's feeling like a trap. Homeless, this also talks about being poor, being cast away, feeling like a failure. Maybe your financial state is not the way you want it to be. But you feel like you're suffering. It's a dark night of the soul period. You feel like you're suffering through this. What is this? I'm going to get one more for this fury with the earth school. What is this soul growth? Releasing the anger. That's 3 cards, Spirit. One, please. Please have clarity. One, please. Perseverance and evidence. Okay, so perseverance talks about finding a resolution, enduring through something, finding things being a challenge and you continuing to move forward with it. The number 7 talks about changing your perspective. So you continuing to go through these hardships, but releasing the anger, learning through it, growing through it, right? It talks about soul growth, life lessons. Like, yeah, you can sit around and be angry about them, or you can figure out how to learn through them, how to grow through them, how to persevere through them, how to teach others how to do the same. We have evidence here, investigation, alliance. But yeah, investigation, evidence, and alliance, you're going to look very hard. You're going to be very discerning with the people you make alliances with now. You're going to be very, very discerning with the people that you make alliances with because you've experienced so many hardships with people. We're going to get back to this void down here, this confinement, this homelessness. I don't like leaving us on the sadness. I'm leaving us on hardship. What do we need to know? Spirit, Earth School, life lessons, soul growth study. What is this fury energy? You're releasing the fury. I just split the deck on the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands, and it's like fury is definitely wands, fire energy. The Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands, yeah. What is this fury energy, Spirit? Fury and the release? Recovering. Yeah, recovering, facing your fears, extreme regret, accepting help. You're recovering from this anger period. The Hierophant here talks about traditions, morality, ethics, conformity, doing things the normal way. You're learning to release and recover from this energy. Maybe you're dropping the traditions that you used to have, the way the people that you grew up with do it. You're not doing things that way anymore because you've learned a lot. You've grown more, you've grown beyond. And that doesn't mean that you're better than anyone else, but the way that you think now is different. It's different than the way that the people think that you grew up with, the people from your family, the people that you spend time with. What is this perseverance energy, Spirit? Please show us clearly. Knight of Wands, yeah. Knight of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. You're confident, you're adventurous, you're energetic, and you're persevering. You're the Knight of Pentacles he's gonna get it done. He's all about, okay, they speed down the street. You getting it done. Okay? You getting it done. You are perseverant, you're conservative, you're patient, you're tentative, you're willing to put in the hard work, and you're excited about it. That's what this perseverance energy is. You're excited about it. Because you've learned so much. Like you've grown through these situations. What do we need to know about the soul memories and gifts? You've done this before. The self-love energy. What do we need to know about the self-love energy? Please show us clearly, Spirit. The Chariot. Lack of control, lost aggression, and self-doubt. With the Sun here. The Sun is at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're coming out of this period of self-doubt, this period of lack of control, this period of not being able to control your emotions, right? There's aggression, the lack of control, self-doubt. So maybe you doubted yourself, you didn't believe in yourself, you doubted your abilities, you doubted your capabilities, right? You did not believe in who you are, the gifts that you have, right? This says soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. You've experienced these before. You are well equipped to handle a lot of things now because you've done this already. So maybe you doubted yourself, or that's what I'm getting with this self-love energy. But there could be this person on the other end who had the aggression issues, lack of control, and needed to figure out that came from their traumas, and they needed to learn how to love themselves appropriately so that they could release those energies, right? Either way, you've experienced life before, and you've learned how to control yourself. You've learned how to love yourself. You've learned how to have faith in yourself. And what is this promise energy? It's going to be successful. There's happiness, positivity in this. What is this promise energy for the lost lands? The Ace of Pentacles. Business opportunity, money is coming, new abundance and stability. So there's a promise made to you for new financial opportunities. Whether that's money just comes in, whether that's a business opportunity that you have to work through to create the stability, but there's a promise of stability for you. You just have to tap into your gifts. Manage yourself, balance yourself, and tap into your gifts. Because everything's already promised for you. We have the Page of Cups down here at the bottom of the deck, which says happy news, crush, spirituality, and creativity. So this could be the happy news of this new business or this money coming in. This could be the business opportunity for you is going to be a creative or a spiritual business. But either way, it's going to be happy. It's going to be positive. It's going to be something that you're looking forward to. Confinement and the void. The Hangman in the reverse talks about stalling, resistance, indecision. And then we have the Tower here, sudden upheaval, broken pride, disaster, renovation. Maybe you're trying to hold on. You feel trapped because you're trying to stall this tower. You're trying to, yes. You're trying to prevent this tower from happening. The Hangman in reverse, stalling, needless sacrifice, indecision, resisting. You're trying to resist this tower from happening, but it's a tower. The tower is going to happen. If you keep trying to prevent the tower from happening, you're going to prolong the situation, and it's going to be worse every time. When I was supposed to leave my partner, I knew in February, and I heard a tarot. I watched a YouTube tarot video that said, if you don't do it now, you're going to have a much harder time later. And boy, am I living it, right? I I was trying to do the work, trying to heal, trying to work with it. When I already knew, my intuition already told me, get the hell up out of there. So if you keep resisting it, you keep resisting whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, it's gonna happen anyway. And the tower is gonna be painful, and it's gonna be sudden, it's not gonna be unexpected. It's going to be unexpected in the area that it happens, but you're going to know you should have done something beforehand because your intuition already told you. Ooh, throat chakra. I released that block. But yeah, the Two of Wands. You're trying to make a decision. The Tower is you not making that decision, right? You're supposed to be planning for the future, choosing where to go, choosing whatever it is you're supposed to be choosing, whether to stay or to go, what choice to make, and you holding on and preventing yourself from making that choice. You stalling. What is this homeless energy? The Queen of Pentacles. All right, look, we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Both very abundant feminine energies, okay? Remember, Love's Tarot is fluid in time, gender, and sex. So just because we see two queens here, it does not mean it's a woman, okay? It means that is someone in their feminine energy. We all have both masculine and feminine energy, but most importantly, someone embodying the energy of these bad bees right here. This Empress is abundant. She's creative. She is maternal. She's pregnant in this image. But she is wealthy, fertile, fertile in creativity, fertile in business, fertile in life, right? This Queen of Pentacles here, she's grounded. She's business oriented. She's financially stable. She's a mother figure as well, okay? So these are definitely caring, nurturing individuals. But with this homeless energy, you got to be coming out of this homeless energy. You got to be coming out of this poorhouse energy because we got two financially stable people here. What's after here? The hurt, the pain. Hurt and pain made you walk away from something. You had to cut something off, man, make a tough decision, right? You had to make a tough decision surrounding a family that was burdensome. See, a situation that was burdensome, people that were burdensome. But yeah, this Queen of Pentacles here. You're coming out of that as soon as you stop stalling. As soon as you stop stalling. As soon as you make the decision that you're supposed to be making that's going to get you from feeling trapped. Abundance is here. I'm looking at these bottom of the decks. We have the inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. So if you feel like you're in the poorhouse, you feel like you're in the darkness, you're feeling alone. But there's evidence of abundance here. Evidence of abundance, evidence of growth, evidence of creativity and nurture and nature. All right, y'all. What else do we need to know? Spirit, what else do we need to know? What do my Saggies need to know, Spirit? I want to know. We'll go back through these. Remember, not everything's going to resonate with everyone. So if it doesn't apply, butterfly. And if you've made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll get a notification when I post a video, because sometimes I take a little hiatus. When I get overwhelmed, if I'm working too much, if my kid requires more of my attention, if I need to take a break because I'm overwhelmed or exhausted, I do that. I give that to myself. I hope you give that to yourself too. What do we need to know, Spirit, about this recovering energy, facing fears, this Nine of Swords in reverse with the Fury card? Page of Wands and the Five of Wands. Didn't I say this reminds me of the fire energy, Fury here? So we have the conflict here. The Five of Wands talks about conflict. It talks about competition. But there's the Page of Wands here talks about enthusiasm, someone being vocal. Maybe this also talks about people like who are motivational speakers, pastors, leaders, people who speak out about conflict. Oh, maybe you need to speak out about conflict. Look, here's a King of Swords talks about being truthful, being honest, making head over heart decisions. So maybe you have to be inspired to speak out against conflict, because you're recovering from this fury, right? You're recovering from this anger, facing your fears, extreme regret about situations. But it's time for you to speak out about that. It's time for you to help others with what you've learned. What is this Knight of Wands energy with the perseverance? Look, time for you to be public about it. Public recognition. It's going to be successful. It's going to be successful. We have the Knight of Wands, the perseverance, right, which talks about things being a challenge. You have to endure some hardships, but you're still finding the resolution. You're still moving forward. You're jumping over the hurdles. The Knight of Wands is adventurous. They're energetic. They're confident. They're willing to take on that battle. The Six of Wands talks about it being victorious, being successful, but also public recognition. So that Page of Wands energy of someone speaking out publicly, that is still you. Six of Wands energy. You still need to speak out about something that you have experienced. We have the Knight of Swords here. This is someone who's determined now. They are determined to get it done. Determined to speak out, determined to reach the resolution, determined to reach the goal. What is this Chariot in the reverse energy? Lack of control. Two of Swords. Yeah, difficult choices, being blocked or blinded to a relationship here, a duality or a union. Maybe even the union of your masculine and feminine energy. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I can see what I need to see. But also let y'all see what y'all need to see. So you can zoom in if you need to. But yeah, you were blocked to a union or blocked to a partnership, duality. And that could, like I said, be the union or partnership of yourself, the duality of your masculine and feminine energy. I'm gonna look under this card in a second. But yeah, there was blockage where here it's talk about self-love, self-doubt. So it could be, yeah, here, isolation. So yeah, the partnership of yourself. The Hermit is solo energy, so one person sitting by themselves. So this was the block or the balance, the lack of balance between your masculine and feminine energy. But you've learned to balance that. You've learned to balance your aggression and your self-doubt. You've learned to balance your masculine and your feminine energy. What is this Promise and the Ace of Pentacles, Spirit? Look, Ace of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. Maybe there are a lot of illusions, or you're going to have a lot of choices. But whatever it is, you're going to have new opportunities. So maybe you're going to have a lot of choices to choose from to help you make money, to help you. You're going to have multiple streams of income. And with the King of Cups underneath there, that could be a masculine Pisces energy, but it also could be your creative energy, your spiritual connection. The King of Cups is someone who is safe, someone who people feel safe coming to talk to. He's emotionally balanced, he's emotionally stable, and able to help others become that way because he is so much so. But also he's intuitive and spiritual, so he has that connection with spirit and able to read people and see people easily. We have the devil there, which makes me say be careful, because sometimes if that person is not emotionally balanced, right, they can be, just because they could be the King of Cups in reverse, right? They could be the person who is so spiritually connected that they use it to manipulate people, they use it to control people. So be careful when approaching or being around charismatic people. Use your intuition, see how you feel around them, and make sure you're trusting your intuition. We did see these illusions here. So make sure you're using your intuition with the people who you come into business with, okay? The people who provide you with business offers, these upcoming business offers, because you may have some illusions that come up in your financial offers, in your new business, in your new money opportunities. What do we need to know about this Hangman in the reverse with the confinement in the void? Stalling, resistance, indecision. What do we need to know about this energy, spirit? The Five of Swords talks about admitting defeat. It talks about conflict. Regret here. All of this here, this confinement, this stalling, is going to create more confusion. It's going to create more regret. It's going to create more confinement. It's going to make you feel more trapped. Like I said, if your intuition is telling you to do something, do it as soon as you hear it. Honestly, do it as soon as you hear it, because you will have a whole lot easier time if you follow it the first time. Then if you wait and delay it, you'll regret a lot of things. Yeah. Because it's fated with the Wheel of Fortune, that the ending is fated. The change is fated. Whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, releasing, changing, moving forward from, is fated. What is this Queen of Pentacles energy with this homeless energy? The poorness with the Queen of Pentacles and the void. What do we need to know about that, Spirit? Please show us clearly. The Ten of Wands, somebody who feels burdened, somebody who feels stressed. Maybe you're stressed about finances. We have again the Eight of Swords, that feeling of confinement, that feeling of being trapped. There's that Tower again. The Tower is inevitable. Maybe you have to follow your heart. There's something you have to do that's creative or spiritual. You're supposed to be following your heart and you're not doing that. Right? Here we go, talking about speaking out about something that you've experienced. You're supposed to be doing something and you're not doing it. And maybe that's what you're stalling. I just flipped out this Lover's card here. I don't know. I'm putting it back, but maybe there's something, like I said, you're supposed to be doing that you aren't doing. You're stalling, delaying that process. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like I said, if your intuition tells you to do something or to stop doing something, bruh, listen the first time. Listen the first time, okay? Listen the first time. Here we go with some self-care, self-healing, self-empowerment messages from my Saggies. Spirit, what do we need to know? What do we need to do to help us on this journey, help us on our path, bring us more guidance and insight? Self-care, self-healing, self-motivation messages for Sag. Deep breathing. So it's time for you to go ahead and take a pause, take a break while you're in this feeling of entrapment, feeling this feeling of being stuck, and do some deep breathing. Inhale and exhale slowly, allowing you to fill your lungs completely, and then release the air. You need to slow down and process. That's also a form of kind of way to meditate a little with deep breathing. You need to gain some focus, gain some insight. As you can see, there's things swirling to her brain. I feel like there's knowledge and guidance from the outer space that's coming to her, maybe from spirit, right? There's knowledge and guidance coming from some external source, going directly into her head, directly into her brain. Look for fairies. Look for fairies makes me think of looking for the magic. Look for the magic in the situation. Okay? Look for the magic in the situation. Deep breathing. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Okay. That's all of them. I don't want all of them. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Sound healing. So that could be sound bowls, that could be music, that could be using sound and frequencies for healing. You can use that as you do your deep breathing. Maybe you need to do a sound healing meditation with deep breathing. This is sync with the moon. It is a new moon tonight, so check out my new moon reading. But also maybe do a new moon meditation, a new moon sound healing, something focused on the new moon. So look for a new moon meditation. One more for the Saggies, please. Throne, your potential is endless. This was in the last collective reading that I posted, the new moon reading. Your potential is endless, okay? You're promised to receive this Ace of Pentacles, this financial abundance. It's all yours. Your potential is endless. You're the Empress, you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're abundant. You have to speak out, though. You have to talk about whatever it is you're supposed to be sharing. Maybe you're afraid to do that and you need to do some healing and some figuring out who you are and what you are. We have at the bottom here, I am always enough. Don't doubt your worth. Don't doubt your worth. Maybe you've experienced some things that you're ashamed of. You've done some things that you're ashamed of and you don't want that to come out. But honestly, if you've learned from it, you've made changes from it, you've you make peace with it, right? Because you can't undo it. You can't undo any of the things that you've done. You can only learn from them, grow from them, teach about them, help others learn how to heal from them or prevent them. That's all you can do. So use that energy for good. Don't use it for guilt, for shame, for trapping yourself in confinement, for feeling like stuck. You don't want to use it for that. You want to use it for good. You want to use it to help heal. All right, loves, if you are new here and you made it this far, number one, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe so you can check out more of my videos. Also, leave me a purple heart down below. If you are a true blue, go ahead and leave me a blue heart down below. And I know you're already hitting that like button and you've already subscribed. So peace and blessings, loves.